Answer from the Indiana County Department of Human Services. Our conversation is brought to you this morning by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Lisa, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fabulously well. Good to be with you here again today. We're making a habit out of this, aren't we?
Yes. Yeah, I actually think I'm getting more airtime than I've ever had. So.
Well, you are.
Okay.
You're getting. I mean, we went from once a month to twice a week. So yeah,
Yeah.
these things happen.
Anything I can do to help spread some good messages here. So.
Well, we've got some good messages to spread today, and I know that one of them that you're excited about is the free vaccine for COVID-19 being offered at the KCAC, and today no appointment necessary. People just got to show up starting at 9 o'clock. That's big, isn't it?
That is very big. I think there's a huge push in our county. We're lagging a little bit behind other counties trying to get up to, kind of herd immunity is around 70%. And if you read the Indiana Gazette last night, you would see we're somewhere between 20 and 30%. I think it's hanging out at 29% for maybe including everyone for first shot and then some with their second shot. But we really need a big push here because it's about, just trying to keep everybody safe. And so I had my second shot was actually scheduled today. So I had gone down. They had a little computer glitch this morning, but it's back up and going. But they were a little behind, so I thought I'd run over here to the office and do this and then run back down and get my shot, let people have some time to get through a little bit here. But it really is well thought out over there. It's a very good plan. It's very spread out. So they have different rooms that they can utilize. So when you register, then they take you back to a different room, and then you go into another room to actually be vaccinated, and they take you to a different room when you're actually waiting the 15, 20 minutes to make sure you don't have any side effects. Mm-hmm. So I really am impressed with IRMC's design to try to really spread that out to keep everybody safe.
Yeah, and we need to stress again, no appointment necessary today. They're going to do it again on Monday, but you can go today. You don't need an appointment, just 16 or over. 16 or 17-year-olds, you need to be accompanied by a parent. Everybody should take a photo ID, and that's really all you got to do.
That's really all you have to do. And those are for the first-time shots, too, I guess we should mention, too. They really want the walk-ins to be for the first-time vaccinations. Mm-hmm. But this is a really good idea for everybody to, take advantage of. Sometimes when you're just kind of driving down the road and you're like, hey, I heard that on the radio, because I've heard it several times already, and I read it in the paper last night. So sometimes when you're just kind of on the fly, it's nice when you can just pull in and get something taken care of.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you also wanted to mention something else that we had Kathy Abby Baker in here to the studio to talk about earlier this week, and that is the Family Fun Unfest, which goes live tomorrow, huh? Yes,
it goes live tomorrow. So this is our version this year, our virtual event that takes the place of Family Fun Fest that's usually out at the Indiana Mall. But with all the COVID restrictions, we're trying this virtual platform. It's going to go live tomorrow on May 6th, and it's going to stay up until May 16th. So you'll have 11 days of virtual discovery, we're calling it. And there are right now between 22 and 24 agencies participating. And I'm pretty excited about ours. So Kathy and I had gone yesterday. We just did a quick little video. The Indiana County Department of Human Services, as a member of the Children's Advisory Commission, our challenge is going to be for families to either make an indoor or an outdoor obstacle course with their family. Mm-hmm. And how fun is that?
Yeah, it's a blast. And I can just see you and Kathy going through did you set one up in the office?
No, I really wanted to, though. I really wanted to. I used to do this with my kids all the time when they were younger. And, mostly this is a really good idea. If you have, you usually had a lot of newspaper around because I did love reading the newspaper. And so if you really want to get that cleaned up, then I would just put a trash can at the end of the hall, and we'd either roll them in or we'd throw them in, and then you just see, who can get the most in a certain time amount. And boom, the whole floors cleaned up from papers.
How
So
about that?
it's really a fun thing to do, and it's a good idea, and you can be so creative and imaginative with the whole family participating. That's what makes it really fun.
Yeah, navigating through our offices sometimes is also quite the challenge and an obstacle course.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I mean, next time I come, I'll make sure I bring the cones, so at least you can kind of like serpentine around the cones.
There you go. That's a good plan. All right, so we're talking this morning with Lisa Spencer, the Department of Human Services. We do also visit on Fridays and have been for the last month or so talking about the ERAP program, and we will again this Friday, but just for a moment, if you want to spend a couple of moments talking about that this morning.
Yes, this is a really important program for Indiana County. We really are trying to continually get the word out so that people can take advantage of this. If you are a renter in Indiana County and you are behind on your rent or your utilities, please call ICAP at this time because you might be eligible for some of this funding. And what we're hoping is that maybe we can help people get current, and there are job opportunities open everywhere. So if we can help somebody get current in the meantime while they're getting back on their feet and getting reemployed here, then they'll be able to be self-sustaining and when the funding is done.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So that's just a great idea. And there's still a lot of work to be done. There's a dwindling amount of time, though, in order to get this up. We still have time, but folks need to get involved in this as quickly as they can so that they can get themselves qualified, and then therefore they'll get the help that they need to get get their heads above water, I guess is a way to put it, huh?
Right, just to get back on their feet. I think COVID-19 has really affected everybody to a degree, as far as like prices going up in the grocery stores or gas prices going up or, medication prices going up. I think it's kind of hit everybody on some level. But we just want to make sure that we are getting the funds out to the people who are in need, and that's what ICAP is wanting to do at this time. Their number, just so I could give it out, is 724-465-2657. So you can call ICAP and see if you're eligible for this. Now, remember, this is just for renters, and this is for rent payments and utility payments that may be behind or you might be struggling with this month. So we just have to be able to show some kind of a link back to COVID-19 unless you're unemployed. If you're unemployed at this time and you're behind, you're an automatic qualifier if you can meet the income guidelines. There you go.
And we'll talk more about that on Friday when we visit with you again.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So,
all right.
Yeah, everything is, we're just trying to get the word out because we're already, in the first week of May, we have to report back to the state by the end of July how we're doing with the funds, and we're really hoping that we can help as many people in Indiana County before we have to send that money back to the state for them to reallocate to other counties that may be getting their money out the door a little quicker.
You betcha. Okay, so the Indiana County, of course, is continuing to work in a number of different arenas and different avenues trying to get over the pandemic. I know the Department of Human Services is a big part of the efforts of the county. So what are some of the things that other offices are doing that you have an involvement with that are helping people during this pandemic?
Well, I think that's a really great question because the one thing I love about Indiana County is how well all the agencies work together. So as you know, people who are struggling with different kind of food insecurities, ICAP has 17 food banks that are located at different places around the county, and they have different hours and times. So you'd have to call ICAP to see what those hours would be. But then I heard on your show the other day, these little pantries are popping up at these churches. And so that's really a neat idea, too. So I was pretty impressed about the different ways that people are going about the food insecurity. I think the other things that are on the horizon that we're really trying to look for, one thing that we're really trying to collaborate on right now is trying to figure out how can we get some kind of a structure for people being released out of the county jail to where can they go to kind of get back up on their feet again. And that's been a problem since I've been in this position, and probably before I've been in my position over 6 years now. But it's something that is really on the horizon, and we're pulling all of the agencies together next week, I believe, to see if we can really dial down on this and work together to see, maybe this will be the time we can try to figure that out and put that piece together, because everybody deserves a second chance to try to get up on their feet again. And people make mistakes. Everybody makes a mistake, and some are a little worse than others because sometimes those backgrounds follow you around. But if we could find a safe place for people to go while they're trying to, kind of restart their life again, I think it's a win-win for Indiana to try to help their own.
Absolutely is, and that's a good point by you. When these folks get out of prison or out of a jail situation, they hit the streets again. Oftentimes they really don't have, as you said, they don't have some place to go. They don't have a job to go to. There's a real good chance that they might have to find living arrangements and all of those things. And we know that it's a condition of their release quite often, if it's a parole or a probation situation, that they have certain things in line. But it's not easy to find that stuff, and it does cost money. So whatever we can do to help them get back on their feet and back to becoming productive members of society, it's a good thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's really what Human Services encompasses all throughout the county. All the agencies that are working together are truly here to try to improve the lives of Indiana County residents. That's
Good shape.
It's all about.
Good shape. All right, Lisa. Thank you so much for being with us today. We're going to talk with you again on Friday, right?
Sounds great. I'll be on at 9:45, and also I might have a chance to run back down and get my second shot because I'm going to go because my second shot's today. So, again, everybody who's listening, if you haven't had your first shot yet, there's an open clinic down at KCAC from 9 to 4:30 today, and let's see if we can push Indiana's numbers up and get vaccinated.
Absolutely. No appointment necessary. Lisa, thanks.
Okay. Have a great day, Todd.
You too.
Have a great day, Todd.
You too.
Have a